To construct the World Cup, it requires lots of manpower. Currently, there's 1.6 million migrant workers in Qatar helping to build the country up in advance of the 2022 World Cup. The labor system that has existed for migrant workers in particular, it predates Qatar winning the right to host the World Cup by decades, but I think that in actuality, people probably wouldn't care about this issue so much if the World Cup weren't happening there. I'm Adam Sobel, and I'm the director of the Workers' Cup. The labor system in Qatar is a sponsorship system. So in order to get a visa to come into the country, you have to have an employer who will sponsor you. Once you're in the country, your visa, really your destiny is kind of controlled by your employer. If you wanted to switch jobs, you would need your employer's permission. If you wanted to leave the country, you would need your employer's permission. And you can't be in the country without a job. It's very easy for a powerful company to just kind of tear up a contract when a worker arrives in the country.
I met this agent in Ghana who told me he has a company from Qatar who is recruiting some workers. So if I can join them, and later on they can release me to play the club. My agent lied to me.
The labor system in Qatar it looks at somebody's nationality, and based on their nationality, you have a certain ceiling to what you can accomplish. Certainly there are people who can break out of that. Certain people kind of excel beyond what's generally possible. But by and large, like the corporate structure is pretty segregated based on nationality.
Because of the FIFA 2022, there is a lot of international monitors like even the UN and Amnesty International all involved, so I think they are more cautious about workers' rights now.
I think the film does deal with this gross inequality which exists around the world. By looking at the World Cup in particular, I think people can also see kind of the inequity that exists closer within their own lives. The World Cup presents an opportunity for us to see kind of how we are complicit in other people's exploitation. As spectators, of consumers of this global game, we can see how some people are kind of breaking their back, quite literally, to bring it to light for our own entertainment.